Welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of Kicking It with Coach. Um, this edition is all questions based that we've gotten on things to do with Thanksgiving and the holidays and that kind of thing. But the first thing I want to do is today, in the past editions and shows, you've heard me talk about Michelle, my wife that passed away. I want to send a very happy birthday to her. Today is her birthday, and I want to say we love you and miss you. Happy birthday, and we know you're watching over us. So you're an angel, and happy birthday to you. Well, it's really kind of cool down here. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. All of that. The stuffing, the dressing, the turkey. The one thing is, it's all deep fried. So I know that we're going to have deep fried dressing or stuffing, depending on which part of the country. Deep fried apple pie and pumpkin pie and deep fried all of that stuff. So, and of course, as we said before, it's all fat free. So yeah, but my favorite part of it, probably the stuffing. My mom. That's what I'm going to miss this year. Not in my mom stuffing. I know when we go home for Christmas to visit, I'm going to make her make me some. But now the biggest thing, my most favorite food at Thanksgiving is stuffing or dressing. And then after that, all of it. I mean, as everybody knows, what do you do right after you eat Thanksgiving dinner? You go over, sit on the couch, and unbutton your top button into your pants because you've eaten so much, and take a good nap. So, nope, I'm looking forward to eating a lot. As a matter of fact, the softball coach here at McNeese, his family, Mike Smith's family, is coming out to the house, and I think him and I are going to have an eating contest. So, you guys all enjoy your food on Thanksgiving, and a lot of prayers to all of you. First of all, watch the Lions play. Being from Michigan, that's a big tradition, watching the Lions play on Thanksgiving Day, and hopefully win. I mean, if you know the Lions, it's a toss-up. But we're going to watch the Lions play. As you heard me say in the last segment, that, Coach Mike Smith, the softball coach, his family's coming out. It's kind of become a big thing in my household that after the Lions play and after I take a nap, that we play games. And apples to apples, Just Dance, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you remember from a show long ago, I won the world championship in that. So we'll do all that kind of stuff. And of course, yeah, I'm expected to win just because I have in the past in those games, and I'm the favorite going in. So, but we'll do all the football games, all that kind of stuff, and eat a lot and play a lot of games. So, Smith family, beware, you guys are going down. Well, I have to tell you, it happened about 3 years ago for me, and I'm really kind of sad it did. Now, when you're at that kids' table, Mom and Dad chop up your meat, and they get you extra, and you get all the whipped cream on the thing. When you actually go to the adult table, then what happens, you have to have grown-up conversation. And anybody that knows me at all, I'm not really good at all that grown-up conversation. So I'm kind of trying to, this year, since we're going to have a bunch of people at the house, I'm going to try to sneak back into the card table with the kids. And because that's where the fun stuff happens. That's where you get to feed the dog under the table, and you get to throw food at each other and just kind of clown around. So as you guys sit back and ponder over this, go back to when you moved up from the card table. I got a couple of assistant coaches that I know that, if you guys know Coach Q, Susie, you have to be a certain height to sit at the big people's table. We don't allow like dictionaries and books at the big people's table, so Susie would never be allowed at the big person's table. And Coach Michelle, if you know Michelle at all, she's not mature enough to sit at the big people's table. And so, for those two, I don't think they'll ever grow up, to be at the big kids table. But for me, yeah, it was about 3 years ago, when my kids, now that they're having kids, hopefully that I'm gonna sneak back in there this year. So yep. But the card table's better, and all you guys know that, even though you might not want to admit it. Well, to be completely honest, and all joking aside, there's so many things. My life is very, very blessed. My children, my family, my friends, to be able to do a job that I absolutely love doing, and to be able to work with people, all of my assistant coaches now and in the past, just having a privilege to work with them, and having a privilege to have my son Kyle coach with me, who's now at Tulsa. I have my daughter play for me, my youngest son Cody, to have him in the gym with me. I'm thankful for the opportunity of working here at McNeese, and the people, everybody here. I've been blessed wherever I worked, and the people around me. So there's so many things that I'm thankful for. This show, to be able to talk to you. There's so many things that, as you guys sit around your Thanksgiving table today, hopefully you guys will look back on everything you're blessed with and everything you have. I know I do that every day, and I cannot thank all of you enough, and I look forward to many blessings ahead. So I'm sure, talking to my assistant coaches, they say the same things that I say, and they're blessed to be here and everything they have. So this is a day, Thanksgiving and the holiday is a day to be thankful, and I can honestly say I'm truly thankful for everything I have, and all the blessings God gives me. When I asked Coach Michelle, she pretty much just said eat a lot. I know for a fact she's adventuring to cook this year for her and her future hubby Pa. So that should be an experience to tell you guys next week. When I talked to Coach Q, it's kind of interesting. They do a white elephant, and if you've ever done a white elephant, that's a pretty cool tradition. We do that for Christmas with my family, so that was a big part of her family tradition for Thanksgiving. Family tradition for us, I kind of said it in a thing. It would always be, Mom cooking all day, and my mom's a great cook, so her cooking. Having a lot of people at my house, it always seemed like we were, everybody came to our house for Thanksgiving for the family, so it was always a matter of eating a lot, taking a nap, watching the Lions hopefully win, and then playing games. That's what we've done pretty much little growing up. Being from Michigan, my aunts and uncles would come from Detroit to Thanksgiving dinner. Now that my kids have grown up, and except for my little one, they got families of their own. We still have families out, but it's kind of changed a little bit because I don't get to spend it with my mom and dad because they're in Florida. But we've kind of carried on that tradition for just having people out, enjoying the holidays, and just being thankful for everything that we have. I know one of the cool experiences that my son Cody, my 11th grader, had. He went out this weekend and did some stuff with his church group of passing out food to some needy people for food, and it was really a cool experience because right after he was done, he texted me on what he learned from it and how thankful he was for the little things in his life. So I was pretty proud of seeing him with that reaction. So no, just spending time with family, and of course winning at games, as I said. But just being thankful for everything that that God's blessed me with is part of our family tradition. Okay, the last part of this show kind of leads us into next week. I don't want to give it away, but we're going to have some fun stuff on next week's show. I shouldn't say, yeah, fun stuff, I guess. But you might be seeing me wear a little bit more jewelry. And there's something special happening this weekend. So I guess that'll kind of become Thanksgiving holiday tradition that we'll start celebrating in my family. But we're not going to give that away. We'll share that with you next week on what's happening this weekend with me and that kind of thing. So I look forward to telling you about that. And of course, we're gearing up for the big Christmas show that we're hopefully going to have Coach Q and Coach Michelle in little elf outfits. That should be pretty fun. And dancing around and, that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to to those upcoming episodes and just share with you the stuff that's happening this weekend and next week's show. Cowgirl Volleyball. Happy Thanksgiving. Dig it.